Glasgow. Other than my bed falling through, the slats fell out at 5 in the morning and woke me up with a bump. Other than that, I think everybody slept peacefully. We're about 2 hours away on Google, so we think that's 3 in the van. Got to do an hour-long shop. We've already got some wines and beers that you saw in last week's video. Then we'll get there about lunchtime. Then I have the afternoon to sort of recce, introduce people, settle them into the cottage. And I think it should slowly build, slowly pull itself together. That's the point. It should slowly pull itself together. If you leave enough time for people to slowly get their head around it, they do get their head around it. You don't have to force the structure. That should, we'll see, carry the vibe through Saturday and then go on a venture on Sunday. It's 8 in the morning. George, you're the driver. We are in the centre of Glasgow, but check out this parking space. Oh, it's actually a gorgeous day. It's so fun, the idea that all loads of other friends are going to be descending in as well. And I kind of forgot as well that, you know, everyone's going to share their art.
It says that they do these like wonky and they're much cheaper.
Naturally wonky.
Yeah, they're so much cheaper.
That's our vibe. It's nice seeing a trolley full of veg. And to be fair to Morrison's, there's quite a bit of packaging here. Not bad, not bad. I give you 4 out of 10 Morrison's as opposed to the normal 1 out of 10 everybody else gets. I don't know how you could possibly imagine that you've got OCD, Tim. The shop came in at 175, a very Scottish looking £20 note, and a bunch of flowers for our hosts. We're ready to hit the Cairngorms or Clairgorms?
Cairngorms.
Cairngorms. And then off to Strathmashie. Whoop whoop!
I feel lucky to be up front. I mean, not that I have a choice, but I feel lucky to be up front.
What kind of speed are we doing?
Solid 55.
That's not bad.
Poor Isaac's like stuck behind us, like waiting for us to...
I just saw a sign for Scotland's oldest distillery.
Just been past Highland spring water.
Really?
Classic.
Oh, wicked. Yeah, we're proper out there now. Is it kind of like panning out how you imagined, or did you not really have a thought about it, or what?
To be honest, I just enjoy going at the wind, to be fair, and it feels pretty relaxed and chilled, and whatever we find, we find. But no, we're on good track. This is saying we'll be there in an hour and a half.
And the forecast is still saying it's pissing it tomorrow, but I don't know, at least we got some light reprieve. It's all right if you get some rain, as long as you're not getting nailed the whole time. Some love to the camera. Yeah, there it is, there it is. You don't know anybody on this bus at all?
No.
So, honest answer, what is it like?
There's an aspect of heading into the unknown. I mean, like, we know we're going to Scotland, quite like who we're going to be with and what we're going to experience is sort of open.
Welcome to proper Scotland, everybody. It's very, very quiet. It's very, very big. Not that cold, but it's pretty cold. It only gets better from here. Look, this is Roy's Roundhouse with the hairy cows up from on top of the hill. We must be getting close.
We made it. We're at Patrick Falls, a mile and a half from Strathmashie House. And I just want to show these guys how the water flows around here before we get stuck in. It's nice to greet the nature before you get too involved with all the human stuff. Guys, we're all taken by this little swirly little mound here of foam that is just spinning around, swirling around, gathering stuff. And we think, I don't know if you guys know, but does it sort of gain weight and then trundle down the river? Does the bubbles pop at the top and it's losing stuff at the top and then gathering at the bottom and always stays there? Will it disappear if it snows or if it rains? Who knows? Good luck down this hill, Georgie Porgy. Strathmashie House, here we come.
Yeah.
You're not ready. We're not ready.
Nobody's ready.
We'll do it anyway. That's a classic mini greeting, that. We made it.
Hi.
How's
Hi.
things?
Yeah, good.
Is this yours, Isaac?
My dad's arrived. He's road tripped all the way up. 6 hours yesterday to where did you say?
The Lake District.
And then another...
And 6 hours up from there. It was good. It was good.
Great road trip.
Impressive coming in and seeing the mountains with the snow.
Yeah, it's killer, isn't it? Oh my gosh. If this is anything, a sign of what's to come, then we are in luck. Sweet potato with everything on it, basically. It's amazing. Well done. Thank you, Annie.
Just a pleasure.
That you don't understand. Alright, good morning. It's the first day of the swirl. The weather is still reasonable actually, so it might be good to try and get outside sooner rather than later. Heard that it's meant to be raining all day and crazy winds, but that's the way the real world is. It's also the real world that I've just seen that I'm zoomed in, whoops. It's also the real world that the showers are effing freezing, so we've all had a very brisk wake up call. I'm going to share with people my thoughts, going to open it up and then yeah, go from there. I'll show you what's going on throughout the day if I can. How's your shower, Smitherman?
Bloody cold!
Oh dear, oh dear. But there is a sauna for later, so if we get absolutely drenched, the good thing about the Scots is they're prepared for bad weather, whereas the English pretend that it's not going to happen. Well, I just did the intro session and I shared my thoughts on, well, you have to come to the tour to see, but
It's been a really moving journey.
shared a couple of poems, went out for a walk to the river, felt quite emotional, probably a good thing, and now we're just having a coffee. I think we're leaving lots of space between sessions so that people can catch up with themselves. There's no rush. There certainly shouldn't be a rush, but it feels good. It feels... I've never been able to share words in a more fitting environment before, so I feel very pleased on a personal level about that. Andy absolutely smashed it. That's the first time I've seen him kind of perform his writing. He read the first chapter, 70 chapters in the book, but he read the first one and it was completely gripping. A real privilege to hear him do it for the very first time. Yeah, I'm very excited to see the life that book takes on. So this is the actual studio laid out. I haven't actually seen this yet. Looking sick.
We were going to do two separate groups. One group was going to go look at the gin distillery, and the other group was going to go with me foraging. But we've actually merged that together now. So we're going to sample sort of like the distillery and all the things that they do, and the grinding and all this. We're going to sample all of that, and then come into here this afternoon and start making the song.
So the way I think about it is like foraging. We're foraging for digital content, and we're foraging for analog content at the same time. Foraging for the flowers, for the gin, and foraging for the sounds that come off all of that. For the music, and so it's very, very connected. It really is bringing all the stuff we've done in the woods to life in a very, very cool way. So let's see what happens.
We're tickling all senses, aren't we?
The flavour really kind of grips and has huge length on it.
We could stay open to being surprised by what we find, couldn't we?
Certainly good.
What have you got?
Some lovely geranium roots.
Geraniums for starters, lovely jubbly.
Smell great.
What's the note that we're meant to be getting from that?
Floral, and then it's quite sweet and clean.
Sweet and clean. Tim's in heaven here. This.
Wood sorrel. So it's a cousin of the more common sorrel, and it looks like clover
Oh wow.
or shamrock.
Yeah.
The geranium that you have on one side of the basket, and then pick some sorrel and keep it on the other side of the basket.
Proper misty Scottish afternoon. It wouldn't be right if we didn't get a bit wet, you know what I mean?
Oh, Dave.
I was cold, I was wet, were you there, were you there? I was cold, I was wet, were you there?
Dave, where have you taken me to, brother?
The other side, mate. The other side. George has been sampling the turkeys. They are alien looking, man. Bit of sound foraging.
So we've ended up with a forage, geranium, herby, spicy, citrusy, beautiful gin.
Nice. And are you just saying that to make us happy, or do you really think this is genuinely good?
Well, you could ask an independent witness.
Yeah.
But I think it's come through continual.
Yeah, it tastes great to me. I can't wait to try it. So we'll be on it in a couple of hours.
Yep, it'll be ready in about 35 minutes.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Lindsay, the legend, has made the swirl. Gin, gooseberry, lemon, elderflower, tonic, mint. Annie, smashed it. Yeah, amen. We'll go through. And she was born. Cheers, guys. Have a little sample. So Ruben's been making some snippets from the days, and I must say they are looking good. They may end up being little segments of B-roll in the final film. But yeah, check these out. So lucky that we've got the crew we've got, the vibe we've got, so many different kinds of minds. I feel a sense of strength together. It does work. Getting together, using each other's strengths in groups of 15, 20 allows people to really do what they do best and, wow, really show each other what we can offer. It works. It works. Mate, do it. Do you guys recognise that sound?
That's the bottle pop.
Basically, he turned a Daffy's gin bottle into a keyboard. You legend. I'm not going to show you guys any more now, but it is really, it's popping. Wow.
How we could build community and how we could create these communal spaces that were sort of self-sufficient. When I get excited about new ideas, something like this comes out as a way of just kind of tying them together and keeping them circulating in my mind. Supersonic farm drop, veg box stop. Blockchain forest school, now we need to mop. Toxic remains of the old world stains. Clean with machine gleam, spiritual sports team, solar powered dreams. Cover breaks the fall. No, you'll never count the cost. 'Cause when you're living one for all, one ends up lost.
Tom's just laid down some amazing vocals on the verses. Isaac's going to sing the choruses, but behind the chorus we want this big like choir kind of thing. So the beauty in the scars, beauty in scars.
Oops, daisy, that's the wrong way.
1, 2, 3.
There's beauty in the scars. Oh. Welcome to the After Swirl.
Sometimes it gets so hard to listen. Hard for me to use my eyes when all around the goal is kissing, making sure it keeps me down inside. I don't wanna go, only wanna know about love.
That is the end of the swirl and the after swirl. Can you hear the wind and the rain? The weather has been very kind to us. What an incredible day. I'm completely overloaded with honesty, friendship, vulnerability, incredible talent, genius, creativity, thoughtfulness, thinkingness, inspiration, and just very lucky to be in this group. On road we go. Somehow we're actually doing it. We're a collective, running around making stuff. It feels great. This is what happens when you miss breakfast. You turn into a feral child. You've got to give massive credit to the guys at Daffy Strathmashy here, because having a bunch of weird creatives that they only know one or two of is a bit of a risk to bring people into your space, into your home, into your business. See you later! But they've embraced us and they've embraced it, and I think we're figuring it out together and it's working well. So they're taking one for the team by going first, because we don't really have a model for this.
All of those things together, I put together this beat. So that's your gin distillery.
Some rations for the journey.
And then a couple of regular Daffies as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Chris, thank you so much.
Jess, we're coming for you. This is coming to LaSalle. See you later, Team Scotland. See you later. See you next time. See you at Harvest, maybe. This is one of my favourite woodlands I've ever come across. It's a very fitting way to start and finish this trip. To start at the waterfall, to finish at the waterfall. I'm a happy spud, stick a fork in me. Now we're on top. That is it for me from Scotland. What a trip it's been. I will see you next week at LaSalle. Oh, on the way to LaSalle. Oh, have a great week or join us there. Peace.